Now, in Beirut, there was a massive explosion, as we know. Some 70 people dead, at least. I don't know what the latest numbers are, which, to be fair, is a miracle given the size of the explosion, and thousands upon thousands of people injured, as far as we can tell. And, of course, the official story, as far as we know, is that there was some very, very poorly stored ammonium nitrate, which in and of itself is not an explosive. It requires an accelerant. But it is unstable, and excuse me, the longer you keep it, the more unstable it becomes. It's very popular with bomb makers, but it does need that heat and that shockwave of detonation. That's why a lot of the improvised explosives that use it have a small amount, an ounce or so of Semtex as a detonator, as an accelerant to blow it up. When we saw the video, we saw that one building was on fire. Then there was the cloud of red smoke, which apparently is a sign of ammonium nitrate that hasn't reacted, so it's just been ejected, burned and ejected. And then, of course, the massive explosion. There's not much more I can bring to that. But one thing we did look at, this bomb that caused massive devastation, is the response online. And the internet has not let us down. It has not let us down. Obviously, it's the Israelis. That's what's come across. It's got to be, hasn't it? In some cases, they break cover and say the Jews. But veterans today, everyone's favourite anti-Semitic site on the net, I'm sure you might have been there. Go there. It's very interesting. Where Ken O'Keefe used to hang out with a couple of those guys. Gives you a good idea. They actually printed a story. Sorry, it's just getting the shouting hat ready, just in case. They printed the story and publicised it, that it was a nuclear explosion by Israel. Now, I had a couple of issues with this. Number one, before we get to everything else, a nuclear bomb, no matter how small, tend to have this effect of killing lots and lots and lots of people when they're detonated in a small area, you know, an urban area. And also there's electromagnetic pulse, there's radiation, all these sort of things. But there's another thing, that all these people that were nodding their heads, they were all nodding their head. Yeah, it looks like a nuke. Mushroom cloud, it's a nuke. How backwards is Israel's nuclear program when to use a nuclear bomb, they have to take it to Beirut, bury it, and then think, oh, hang on, how do we set this bomb off? Well, I've got an amazing plan. What's that, mate? Well, we're going to build a warehouse on it. We're going to fill it full of fireworks. Then we're going to set the fireworks on fire, and that'll set off the bomb. Because that's what you do with nuclear bombs. You build a fireworks factory on top so that they'll go up properly. Another person said they were blowing up an ammo dump and accidentally set off the ammonium nitrate next door. And my question is, first of all, wouldn't they have known? Because if you'd scoped it out, Graham, makes sense, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And also, what kind of ammo dump for Hezbollah was this? That it was full of fucking bangers and Catherine wheels. What ammo do you have that sparks? Blue, green, red. None. I've seen ammo dumps going up in Yemen. They don't go up like that. They go up, but not like that. It's a dreadful accident caused by mismanagement, nobody looking after what was in there despite years of notice. But as ever, the internet leaps to its own conclusion and decides it was Israel. And of course, because Israel was one of the first countries to offer aid, which they did with Iran and Iraq as well, with the earthquakes and things, guilty conscience.
Yeah, it's just cover aid, and it's just cover.
They want to destabilise the Middle East, and what better way of doing that than sending a load of aid and offering rescue workers and things? They just keep it unsettled.
They're just trying to get across.
Very clever, aren't they?
Border aid, and that's what it is.
Very clever.
They're trying to get in.
Thinking. Always thinking.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they think the Israelis like Dick Dastardly lighting his fucking fuse on his bomb before. dropping it, and there's all these fucking nodding donkeys going, that'll be it. Dearie me. Fucking madness. But of course, that's the internet.